Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I just wanted to share something that I think I saw it on a YouTube video somewhere, I can't remember where now, but saying that the true way to be good, as you know, I don't like using good and bad, but to be good is to be able to maintain that when nobody's watching, because God is always watching. And I actually really liked this concept, because how many times do we put on a different persona in the 3D world, but then when we think that no one's watching or we're getting away with something, we perhaps have a different energy, or we have different beliefs or different morals because we think we can get away without being observed. You know, say for example, a cashier gives you too much money back. How many of us just think, oh yay, you know, the universe has made this cheaper for me today. I'm totally guilty of that, and I've definitely done things like that, and just thought yeah, in a sense that it's like a great thing for the day if I somehow manage to get something like that passed. And I really like this idea or concept of being like authentic at all times. And you know, just because you would do something, if you were on camera or you were talking about it with somebody, or you think that's the right thing to do, if you don't do that all the time, even when you're not being watched, you're always being watched by God, right? And I think this is really important with our like choices in life. So if we think, oh well, it's all right, I'm making money from this, it doesn't really matter, but we know inherently that it's not really the right thing for our soul, or you know, it's not like God's there judging wrong or right. It's not like we have to be perfect beings all the time, and you know, it's okay to explore and to do things. It's not, you know, I don't see God consciousness or higher self or whatever it is as being something that judges our wrong decisions or our not even wrong, but judges our decisions. But there are things that we do in life that we just know that they're not really our core, you know, they're not really what we believe at the core. They're not really things that we think are good for our soul. They're not really things that we think are good for the earth, but we just think we can kind of get away with it because we make some money from it, or we can get away with it because no one's really watching, or it's just this one little thing. And I do like that concept of, rather than seeing the 3D world around us and the real world around us as our kind of sphere of judgment, that we move that all the time to feeling like our higher self or God or consciousness or source is always watching us, always there, always present in every single thing that we do. And we can start to align with that, like, and question, would my higher self, would my God consciousness, would God, whatever you want to call it, that you connect to, wow, it's really windy today, would that be in alignment with what my truth of what is moral for me, what is right for me, what I think makes the world a better place, what I think adds value? You know, is that really in alignment? And I actually think it's a great thing to check this all the time, you know, thinking that if this little small thing that I'm doing here, if this was mirrored and it was reflected all around the world, then everybody behaved like I just have in this little tiny incident when nobody's watching, would the world be a better place, or would it be a worse place, in my opinion? And I think always acting with things that you think would make the world a better place, and how you would want people to treat you, and not just think, oh well, I need the money, so I'm just going to forget my morals for this period, or everyone's taking, so I'm just going to take, and you know, everyone just does this, so I'm just going to do this. But you know, just because no one's noticing, just because no one knows, just because no one's looking, at the end of the day, we are here for a spiritual journey. Yes, we're having a 3D physical experience, but we're here to evolve as a soul. And if we're constantly making choices in the 3D world that are out of alignment with our soul, then we're not really expanding, and we're not really growing, and we're not getting to the place that we want to get, right? We're just lost in this 3D behavior, thinking, well, everyone's doing it, so I'm going to do it, or no one saw me, so I'm going to do it. And if we always check in with that, you know, higher part of ourselves, then I think we might make some different decisions in life. And actually, after I heard it, I started to reflect a lot on myself, because I think we all do it. I think a lot of us do it anyways, where we sometimes do things that we know is not our highest truth, because we either want to make some money, or we want to appear a certain way, or we just think, oh well, everyone's doing it, so you know, why don't I do it? And if everybody, you know, was really authentic and took that stance all the time, that someone was watching every single thing that you did, we would probably all behave a little bit differently, or a lot of us would. I know that there's areas that I definitely will change on by trying to live that way, but I just thought it was a really interesting concept and something for us to think about. All right, I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.